everyone, welcome back to Virtual Teen Summer Reading. This is Amber from Make and Take It Mondays. This week we are focusing on graphic novels. Graphic novels can blend with any other genre, and this genre often stretches to include comic books and manga. Since there's no simple focus to this genre, I decided to give you the opportunity to do multiple different small papercraft activities. This video will only cover the most complex one, which is comic book flowers for a bouquet. Now that we know what we are making, it is time to check our supplies. If you haven't already, make sure that you have your kit and take a glance at the kit sheet with listed materials. These materials include comic book sheets from a variety of comics, a cardstock stencil for cutting origami-sized paper, and some sheets of origami paper. You will also need to grab your own scissors and glue. Once you have your kit open and set in front of you, you need to make a choice. What paper will you use for your petals? Will it be the comic book sheets for some flair? Will you make a vibrant origami paper flower? Is there an old book falling apart nearby that could be upcycled? What about a combination of these petals? This is your decision, but no matter your choice, each piece of paper needs to be cut into 6" by 6" squares. To cut the paper into the correct size, use the cardstock stencil to measure out a square. Place the stencil on the area of the comic book page that attracts your eye the most, whether it is the best art, a whimsical sentence, or just the right color mixture. You can trace the stencil, or if you are confident, you can just align the stencil and use it to guide your scissors into cutting a nice, even square. Make sure you have at least 5 squares for each flower that you plan on creating. I suggest that you have the glue on hand before you begin folding your first petal. You can use simple school glue or a glue stick. I'm going to show you these steps using a simple green sheet of origami paper so that it is easier to see what I'm doing. Take your first square, whatever you choose, and lay it flat in front of you like a diamond. The side you want showing should be against the surface of the table or work surface you're using. I want the green side showing, so I should be looking at the opposite side, which in my case is white. If you look at the corners like a compass, we are going to begin folding by folding the south corner to the north corner. Then taking the west corner, we're going to fold that to the north corner. Repeat this fold with the east corner, folding it again to the north corner. Next, we're going to take the east and west flaps, and we're going to fold those back against themselves. This should create a straight edge. After we fold the flaps down so they're folded against themselves, we're going to now unfold the east and west flaps and flatten them against the table. It should look something like this. After flattening the flaps, fold the flap ends back or inwards to form small triangles. In my case, you can see that they are both small white triangles. For the final fold, fold the inside of the flaps inwards once more using the previously folded crease line. This will make the white triangles fold against themselves. And lastly, we're going to use that glue you pulled out earlier. Using the glue, secure the outer edges of the east and west sides together to secure the petal into a cone. Repeat the directions of step 2 4 more times. Feel free to mix colors, patterns, and styles of petals to make a more unique flower. After you have a total of 5 petals, make sure that each petal stays glued together for a few minutes before moving on to the final step. Fit all 5 petals into a circle to make sure that they touch well. Starting with 2 petals, glue the first ½ inch next to the seam of petal 1 on the right side, and then add glue similarly to the left side of petal 2. Pinch the petals together with your fingers for at least 30 seconds. Add on another petal to the right of the pair of petals. Pinch for, again, 30 seconds. Besides the pinch point, be careful to hold the flower delicately or you could crush, dent, or break apart the petals. Repeat the double-sided gluing and pinching with all of the other petals until you form a ring and glue the final petal to the first petal. Ta-da! One super flower! Now that you've completed one, you can move on to creating a whole bouquet using any scrap paper you have lying around, like old newspapers, damaged books, or ripped comic books. Thank you for watching episode number 3 of Take and Make It Mondays. If you enjoyed this craft, check back next week for a romance week full of bubbles. This has been Amber, and I miss you all. Bye!